Queen Elizabeth II's COVID battle resembles the one of another elderly monarch, who successfully recovered from the virus earlier this month. The Queen isn't the only elderly head of state who had to battle a mild bout of COVID in recent months. Queen Margrethe II, the 82-year-old Danish sovereign, also contracted COVID-19 in February, albeit a few weeks prior to the British monarch. The Danish monarch has since fully healed and returned to her royal duties. Her recovery provides hopes for royal watchers in Britain and an example of how Queen Elizabeth II's infection may play out. Queen Margrethe tested positive for the virus on February 9, as announced by the royal court. On February 13, the Danish palace issued an update on her health, reading, "After having a mild case of COVID-19, a doctor has today assessed that the Queen can end her isolation." As noted by royal commentator and managing editor of Majesty magazine Joe Little, the Danish sovereign resumed her full duties a fortnight after her initial diagnosis. Retweeting an update regarding the British monarch's health, he wrote on Twitter, "For context, 82-year-old Queen Margrethe of Denmark was out of circulation for approximately 2 weeks as she recovered from COVID-19. On February 23, Queen Margrethe was in sparkling form as she held an audience with Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, during the royals' 2-day tour of Copenhagen. The pair met at Christian IX Palace, with Crown Princess Mary, the future Queen consort, also attending the meeting. Buckingham Palace announced on Sunday the British monarch had contracted COVID-19. The statement read, "Buckingham Palace confirmed that the Queen has today tested positive for COVID. Her Majesty is experiencing mild cold-like symptoms but expects to continue light duties at Windsor over the coming week. She will continue to receive medical attention and will follow all the appropriate guidelines." Indeed, the sovereign was at work on that same day, as she signed off a statement in which she congratulated the female and male curling teams on the medals they won during the last days of the Winter Olympics. On Monday, she issued another statement, this time extending her thoughts and prayers to Brazilians affected by the devastating and deadly floods that hit the country earlier this month. Royal watchers plunged into fears the Queen's conditions may have worsened on Tuesday, when the palace announced she had cancelled planned virtual audiences as she was still experiencing mild cold-like symptoms. The palace issued a similar announcement also on Thursday, when the Queen should have held 2 remote engagements. The Queen's office stressed the monarch is well enough to continue to carry out her day-to-day duties as a sovereign, which include dealing with the government's red boxes. Moreover, on Wednesday the Queen held a meeting with the Prime Minister over the phone. Sources recently told the Daily Mail the Queen is on the mend and was sounding a little croaky due to the mild symptoms she is experiencing with COVID. While Queen Margrethe returned to work some 2 weeks after her diagnosis, the Queen may be seen carrying out an in-person engagement as early as next week. On Wednesday, Windsor Castle will host a diplomatic reception which, according to the Mail's royal editor Rebecca English, the Queen is understood to really wanting to attend.